This week, we're marking 50 years since the fall of Saigon and talking with San Diegans who fought in the Vietnam War.
Tonight, we're hearing from 3 men who each served in a different branch of the U.S. military during the war. As CBS 8's Steve Price found out, it is all still vivid half a century later.
My name's Gary Soper.
Name's Charlie Einott.
My name is Bob Conger.
They served in 3 different branches of the military with one common goal.
I joined the military because I wanted to go and fight for my country.
They all went to Vietnam,
A lot of times you could not see your enemy.
where Gary, a Marine, earned his first Purple Heart on December 25, 1968, just moments after returning to a foxhole with his much-anticipated hot Christmas meal.
The grenade went off, hit me above the eye, and I fell back, and blood just running everywhere. I was so mad. I wasn't mad because the grenade hit me. I was mad because my food took off.
Corpsmen patched him up and he returned to the front lines, but less than 4 months later, a rocket-propelled grenade landed 3 feet away from him.
Everybody said I went up higher than the telephone pole. And I heard somebody say, well, he's dead.
Gary says they never did find his helmet, and he couldn't feel his leg, which never fully healed.
I didn't think I was going to be able to walk again.
This is my awards and decorations.
Charlie served in the Army. He earned a Purple Heart on February 25th, 1968.
I threw a grenade and they threw 5 back, so maybe that wasn't the best thing I should have done, but got myself wounded and medevaced out.
Charlie also returned to the battlefield. The thought of not going back never entered his mind.
I had left friends back there. I mean, you got brothers and buddies that expect you to come back.
I'm sorry.
But as Bob saw too many times, they didn't all come back.
Spence was the first one out, and when he hit the water, he lost his life.
Bob served in the Navy, first heading to Vietnam aboard the USS Augerholm, then returning as a Navy SEAL, where he deployed on a highly classified mission to rescue U.S. prisoners of war, earning him several honors.
For extraordinary heroism in the face of immeasurable odds with impossible goals in rough seas and under the cover of darkness, you did everything asked and more. You did not quit.
Quit was not in their vocabulary. They were there to fight the threat of communism spreading, an operation our government saw as vital to the safety and security of the United States. But back here in the U.S., hundreds of thousands of protesters didn't agree, and Gary, who flew home from Vietnam in uniform, experienced that firsthand.
People were there just shouting at us. We were baby killers, we were this. And they started throwing feces on us, so I had feces thrown all over me.
Gary says to this day he still doesn't understand the protests. As he put it, we were fighting so they didn't have to, and he wasn't alone.
It was difficult for me to come to grips with how quickly the children of the greatest generation can turn around and blame everybody for everything.
But from all 3 of these Vietnam vets, no regrets.
Vietnam there were good times and there were bad times. I had more good times than I did bad times.
2.7 million Americans served in the Vietnam War, and many forged friendships that are still active today. They've also never forgotten the 58,220 U.S. service members who didn't return home.
I had my very best friend killed right beside me.
Gary knows he's lucky he survived, he and his twin brother Larry, who also served in Vietnam. And nothing makes him prouder than this picture, his daughter, who followed in his Marine Corps footsteps.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Yeah, I would. I love the Marine Corps.
Steve Price, CBS 8.